Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you something that is, I'm pretty sure would be considered not only controversial. I don't think many of you will agree with me. Okay, but then again, if you know me, you know that I don't create content just to look for people's approval or their applause or you know, oh, you're a great guy. No, I say things what I not only believe but I practice and I do. Okay, and I want you to watch the video and tell me if you agree or disagree with me. Okay. Now, for those who have been following my channel for a long time, know for a fact that I am a professional trainer, uh, mentor and coach for people who want to improve their personal brand, earn more money, get a better position, improve their life, relationships, whatever. Okay. So, some people call it life coaching or motivational, whatever, whatever term suits you. But for me, it's very simple. I have measurables, and when anyone comes to me for taking me as a mentor, we try to evaluate how do you measure progress. So for me, it comes down to measurables. That is, if you are earning, example, if you're earning $1,000 per month, you should be earning 1,500 next year or 2,000. So that's how we measure. Or let's say, for example, you were a sales executive. Next year, it should be sales supervisor. So progress. That's how mentoring is. And yes, there are other variables like quality of life, the way you communicate, the way you market yourself, the way you interact with others, or the circle of friends. So there are quite a number of variables. But remember this much: in order to achieve these goals that people pay me money, there involves a lot of sacrifices. There involves a lot of very uncomfortable decisions people have to take. People literally, this is not exaggeration. I make them break off friendships, relationships, even their marriage, or even they're staying with their parents, or they're surrounded by friends. I actually make them, take these decisions where they have to not only distance themselves, they have to end these relationships. And the reason for this is you cannot grow if people don't share your same vision. Let's say, for example, you have been fat, you are very overweight, you're very fat, you're unhealthy. And obviously, all your friends are also, they don't do exercise, they are all eating, they're all going out to pubs and bars and eating fast food and not doing exercise. So you cannot lose weight, you cannot get in shape, you cannot be like a model with six-pack abs if you continue with the people who are smoking, drinking, eating fast food and all. You have to distance yourself from them, get a new pair of friends, new company of friends, have new goals, and you need to spend time towards working to achieve that goal. Okay. And then what happens is, obviously you'll have different set of interests, different set of friends, different set of habits, and then cracks take place because now you're not hanging out with people who eat and drink and smoke, and they'll be like, hey man, you've changed so much. So obviously it breaks off. And then the same that can be considered with a relationship with your parents. Let's say, for example, you a client comes to me and says, I want to, for example, focus on earning double the income. And he's staying in a family that believes in praying to God, going to church or to mosque every single day, or say temple, and doing charity work and helping the poor and praying non-stop. That's not going to help you achieve your goals. You have to stop all these activities and be cold, calculative, money minded. No more charity, no more praying to God. God is not going to come and increase your salary. Even, for example, a very simple thing: you want to get better marks in the exam. You want to, let's say, you are a third rank or second highest marks you have got in the exam. You want to get number one. Praying to God, hanging out with your old friends and all that. No, you have to cut down all the noise, cut down all the relationships, focus hardcore on your goal, keep practicing, surround yourself with high performers, achievers, professors. You get what I'm saying. Okay. So, this particular client of mine, okay, uh, he obviously booked my services because he wanted to increase in terms of his revenue. Most of the clients who come to me want to earn double than what they have done, or more, or depends where their goals are. And we achieved it. He wanted to earn twice the income. He wanted to move from a local company, national company, to a multinational company. He wanted to stay in a posh, you know, a location where the who's who is there, drive a very expensive car without taking a loan. That I'm very particular. You don't take a car on a loan. So he had certain dreams, and my my job is to help facilitate and ensure that he achieves that. So he accomplished a lot of them, but it came at a price, and the price was he had to break off relationships, friendships, and lots of people who were there in his life. So now what happened was, and they were not bad people, mind you, the people that he was with, they were not bad people, but the habits, mannerisms, the thought process would never help him reach those goals. So, from being a guy who would hang out with his friends twice a week, going to small restaurants, watching movies, going to family barbecue events and all that, he stopped all those activities and focused on networking, business contacts, going to seminars, conferences, meeting the who's who, and that is how he climbed. Okay. So among all his friends, just few days ago, one of his old friends, who was his friend from childhood, who's very rich, born in a rich family, very rich, very successful. He has a multi-million dollar business. He's very rich. He has multiple number of cars. Life is great. So before I came into the picture, he used to hang out with him every single time. And this guy used to take them out. And because he was rich, he would pay the money. He would take them out. He would buy food for them. He would, take care of them. But ever since he embarked on the journey to come with me to improve, he had to distance himself from this guy. And eventually cracks developed, and he had to admit, okay, I'm going to this guy for mentoring, coaching. And then when they saw me and they saw my appearance, my tattoos and all, they didn't have a very favorable opinion about me. And they did see some of my videos. They saw that I was controversial. They were totally against it. But he decided he would take my coaching, and he opted not to listen to them, which resulted in the relationship breaking up. So this guy sent him a message after, I think, nearly a year and a half, pretty long. And he said, "Hey, listen, man, I'm paraphrasing. Hey, listen, man, I know that we are not in talking terms. Our relationship broke up or whatever. Just keep it short." And he said, "I don't want this. I don't want to let this relationship go. You have been my friend from childhood. I want to patch up. I want to meet up with you. You know, like old times. I want things to be like old time." So he said, "You let me know when and where I I want to bury the hatchet and be like the good old days. So this guy, given the fact that I'm his coach, his mentor, he told me, sir, this is so and so is the case. What is your advice? So even before I did give him the advice, I asked him, you tell me what's in your heart. What do you feel? He said, sir, this guy's never been bad to me. He has always been nice to me. He has always helped me in my times of need. Those days, he used to take me out. He used to take me to five-star hotels. He used to give me food. He used to buy me things. He was always there financially if I needed anything. Okay, fine, all right. So then I said, why did you guys break up? He said, he broke up because I had to spend more time with you and the activities and assignments you gave me. So I could not spend time with him. I was more focused towards my goal and, everything 24/7 focused on my goal. Okay. So then I asked him, okay, now your current goal, you achieved what you had booked my services? Yeah. Have you achieved the next goal? He said, no, not yet, sir. It's, we have a goal, we have a target. Okay. So you have not achieved that goal, right? No. Okay. So now, if you decide to get back to this guy, okay, the time, effort, energy that you spend with him, is it going to help you achieve the goal or is it going to detract you from the goal? So his answer was, sir, he is not going to help me or distract me. He's nothing got to do with my goal. Then I stopped him and I told him, if he doesn't help you move closer to your goals, then he is an obstacle. Why? Because spending time with him, you're taking time from your goal and you'll spend with him. You'll take energy that you can spend with your goal and you'll divert it to him. You'll spend your creativity that you can spend for your goal. So, but it's just once in a week. Yeah, that once in a week is your free time, which you can spend once again towards things that would add value to your goal. Because remember, either it adds value or it takes away value. And I gave him a simple example. Like, for example, mine. I gave him my example. Now, I know you'll jump the gun and you'll start typing. Just listen and then you decide. Once upon a time, I used to earn $1,000 per month. Okay, my income was $1,000 a month. And those days, I had a particular time I would get up. There were particular friends I would meet. There would be places I would hang out. There would be activities that I would do. And there were hobbies and interests that I had. Okay. And it was, I was, this is nearly, now I'm 47. So I was 19 years old, 19 or 20. Okay. So 20, 47, 27 years. So 28 years ago, nearly 30 years ago. Okay. Today, I earn what I was earning per month is what I earn in 1 to 2 hours. Sometimes I earn more than that. So what I earned in 1 month, today I can earn in 1 hour. However, to reach this stage, I had to upgrade myself. I had to change a lot of things about me. Now, none of the friends that I used to hang out with, none, not a single one that I used to I hang out with today. None of the activities that I used to do before, I do today. None of the places that I used to be or I don't visit those same places. Even the food habits that I used to eat once upon a time, I don't do that. Even the movies that I watch or the interests that I have, nothing that I did 28 or 30 years ago, I do today. For example, before I would go watch a movie, if I would go watch a movie those days, I would plan out for the movie. I would meet all the friends 1 hour before the movie. We would be all excited and we would wait half an hour, so that we could stand for the tickets. And then we would order the big bucket of popcorn, the chocolates, the Coca-Cola, everything else. And then we would, go buy the ticket, all the group of friends. Then we would go watch the movie. After the movie is over and everything is done, then we would not go home. We would still, let's go hang outside. Maybe we'll go to Applebee's, Fuddruckers, or Hardee's, or KFC, or Pizza Hut, or something. And by the time, the amount of time that would go, let's say we would start, if the movie was 7 o'clock, my day, I would start planning for it at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, because obviously have a shower, go to the gym, prepare everything, get the clothes ironed. And by the time I would return back after the movie, if the movie was at 7 o'clock, say 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, movie will get over, 9 o'clock, then we go for dinner, come back by 12 in the night or 1. Sometimes we would even hang out and then come back at 4 or 5 in the morning. And then obviously sleep, or whatever sleep we could get, and next day go to work again. Today, however, where before I would spend maybe 2 hours or 3 hours eating food, sitting with friends, not continuously eating, talking. Today, I do that 20 minutes to half an hour sitting here. The movie that I normally would spend watching a whole movie, 2 hours or 3 hours of a movie, today, I just watch the movie as long as the food is there, maybe half an hour, 20 minutes. Sometimes I even get bored. I'm not exaggerating. I get bored watching movies. It's very difficult for me to be interested in movie. In fact, I would rather watch maybe a documentary or something realistic. Okay. Yes, there are sports I watch. I watch MMA fights. I watch boxing. That entertains me. I might see a movie if it is really incredible, but I'll break it down into 7, 8 parts. Like throughout the week, I'll watch 15, 20 minutes. Sometimes I might see 4, 5 small clips of various movies. Okay. So I've changed as a person. Okay. However, after I finish the half an hour to 45 minutes, immediately I get back to work. And before I had the meal, I was doing work. And by work, it's not just clients. Either I'm studying, or like now I'm making a video, or I'm reading a book, or I'm studying something, because I've changed as a person. And it's because of these habits, because of these recurring habits of reading, of uploading videos, marketing myself, networking online, answering emails, and all, I've been able to achieve the success that I enjoy today, the lifestyle that I enjoy today, which I could not 30 years ago, 27, 28, or 30 years ago. Like, for example, this is not to brag, but I'm just telling you, in these last 2 days or 3 days, I've spent 30,000 US dollars on new stuff, electronic items, upgrades for my tech and all that, $30,000 approximately. And I bought everything that I need. Okay. And $30,000 is not chump change. It's not a small amount. I'm not saying this to brag. There are people who spend millions. My clients spend millions just buying maybe a car. Maybe they are 100 times more rich. So what I'm spending is peanuts. But I'm saying, as a normal average person, $30,000 is $30,000. Okay. So today, if I see online, like I felt like buying this Apple Watch, I purchased it. I wanted to buy a computer, graphics card, 4090, which is nearly $2,000. Here it is 2,500 or so. I just paid the money, no problem. I want to buy the dual laptop, dual screen. I already told them, the minute it comes, tell me, I'll buy it. I bought headphones. I bought new microphones. I bought Insta 360 has a promotion. I bought all the cameras that I wanted. $500, $1,000. Okay. The reason I'm able to do this, the reason I can buy whatever I like, is because I earn more money. But in order to earn more money, I have to give the value to customers, clients, people, and then they will pay me the money. But in order for me to give value, I have to invest in myself, knowledge, skill, expertise. And this knowledge skill comes with spending time, effort, money, creativity, which I have to invest. And for that, I have to maybe go to my mentors. I have to read, study, learn. I have to constantly, not just theory, I have to physically maybe do things. And that takes time. That takes focus. That takes discipline. You know, Usain Bolt, when he runs that 9 seconds, he was asked at the interview, "Oh, were you nervous? Was this difficult? How hard was it?" He said, "No, this is the bloody easiest thing, man. 9 seconds is like this." But for that 9 seconds, I had to spend 20, 30 years of my life dedicated for this 9 seconds. My whole life from childhood was based nothing but just this moment. And for this 9 seconds, I spent 4 years training 8 to 12 hours to 16 hours a day, eating, sleeping, breathing, mentoring, every single thing, studying, only this 9 seconds, this race. That's it. 4 years of my life for 9 seconds. And it got over like this. Do you think he would be able to achieve that success if he was busy doing something else? Now, I know what you'll say. Hey, man, once a week you can enjoy, right? Yeah, you can enjoy. But what do you want to enjoy it with? What do you want to do? Like, I'll give you a small example. You know, my wife, my Thai wifey, she loves to eat barbecue. She loves to eat barbecue, Chinese or Korean or whatever, barbecue. It's fine. I don't mind it. But you know what is the problem? Why I don't, even though it's very tasty, I love the Chinese barbecue. It's really good. But you know what is the problem? The problem is when you, in order to enjoy that barbecue, which I've shared with you some videos, you have to sit there. They bring the dish, they bring a flame, they put the soup, water, a broth, then they bring the meat. It takes around 4 to 5 hours to really enjoy the meal because you'll cook and you'll eat fresh. 5 hours of your time, 5 to 6 hours. And by the time the 5 to 6 hours are over, you get sleepy and you want to sleep. And in order to prepare for that 5 to 6 hours, you have to dress and all that. So for that one meal, the whole day is gone. Like you have to dedicate one full day. Now, once a while, it's fine. But I have to ask myself, right now, do I want to do this? Or is there something better? For my family, I don't mind doing it once in a while. But if I had to do it with a couple of friends, so I need to choose. Do I do it with my family or do I do it with the friends? And if I do it with the friends, can I involve the family? But then if I involve the family and friends, can I give 100% to my family or would I be focused on other people? So I have to ask a lot of questions. So now with my client, I asked him, how important is he to your life? He's just a friend, right? Is he like, are you getting married to him? Are you having a relationship? No, he's just my friend. Okay. So are you going to meet him once or are you going to meet him many times? After this meeting, is he going to call you every single day and expect you to give him the same attention like before? Or is it going to be one meeting and then for the next full year, you're not going to meet him? You have to ask all these questions because remember, every single human being has expectations. And if you have someone who you call a friend and they have a certain habit of meeting every week or after office hours, when you're young, you tend to do that. We meet after office hours. We spend 2-3 times. When I was in Dubai, these so-called friends, we used to, every day after work, we used to meet. They used to sit to smoke shisha. They used to, shisha, the smoke and all that. And I would order maybe a pizza because I was not smoking. or they would order some juice or tea, coffee, and we would while away our time, like 4, 5, 6 hours, and they would watch football matches, and I would kill time. Today, if anybody asks me, come spend time like that, I say, are you crazy? What am I going to benefit? I might as well spend that 1 hour with my family, with my wife and kid, and then come back to work. You cannot achieve greatness. You cannot achieve a new level of success doing the same old habits. Remember, I think this is a very famous saying. Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. See, if you're happy with your life, no, I'll tell you, if you're happy with your life, you're happy with how much you earn, you're happy with your position, you're happy with the company, you're happy with whatever you have, and you don't want to change a single thing, don't change. Then you should not change anything. And it's nothing wrong. I'm not making fun of normal people. Everyone should know what they want. But if you want to achieve something extraordinary, then you need to put extraordinary effort, extraordinary time, extraordinary sacrifice. If I want to live a life where I can spend $30,000 like this, I can't live a normal life being with average people, doing average things. No, man. I have to do extraordinary things. If I want to get paid per hour, what most people get paid a month, I have to do extraordinary things. Like, have you noticed one thing? If you have a CEO of a company, you check your CEO wherever you're working, check the top guy. You'll notice that he does things different to you. He doesn't hang out in the same places you hang out. His behavior is not like yours. He doesn't do the same things you're doing. Everything is different about him. You might play 6 hours cricket or football, or maybe he'll spend 1 hour with golf. You will meet all your normal buddies. He will meet the who's who because he values his time. In fact, I challenge you on this. Just listen. Have you seen some people in the gym, or have you met anyone in your family who 5 years ago, the way they looked, the way they were, their physical structure, the job they worked, the company they worked, the people they were with, whatever it was, after 5 years, they're still the same. They look the same, they act the same, they behave the same, they hang out in the same. And in fact, maybe they look a little fatter or older or whatever. They're the same. Nothing has changed. Have you seen such people even in the gym? 2 years ago, they were lifting the same weight. 2 years later, they're lifting the same weight. 2 years ago, they had a pot belly. 2 years later, they still have the same pot belly. The weight is the same. Everything is the same. Nothing has changed. So the question is, do you want to be the person, be same? Do you want to grow, or do you want to decline? If you want to be the same, or if you want to decline, continue doing what you're doing. You'll be the same. If you want to decline, spend more time doing other unimportant things, you'll decline. But if you want to achieve greatness, you cannot go back to your past and do the habits of the past. You cannot have relationships of the past. You cannot have habits, mannerisms, thought processes, nothing. This friend of his was from his past. This friend of his has habits, beliefs, mannerisms, thought processes, everything of the past. And he will want to drag him from where he is to where he wants him to be. Because remember this, our old friends, they like us because of who we were, not who we become. The Loy Machedo that I am today versus the Loy Machedo that I was 20, 30 years is so different. That is why not a single person, not one single person of my past, mother, father, brother, sister, cousins, relatives, not a single person who I spend time with, I'll spend time today. Not a single habit that I used to have, I have today. As to go to the gym, I don't go to the gym. As to waste time watching movies, I don't do that. The food I eat, I don't eat the same food today. The habits, manners, thought process, books, whatever. So I'll leave you with this. The friends that you're with today, the friends that you're with, the people you hang out with, in the last 5 years, have they changed? Or are they the same? They look the same, they behave the same, they act the same, everything is the same, physically, mentally. If since the last 5 years, if they have been the same, the next 5 years also they'll continue being the same. There'll be no change. And that sameness will also influence you. So the question is, do you want to be the same, earn the same, live the same for the next 5 years? Then don't change a thing. I'm sincerely saying, please don't change a thing. But then don't complain about rising cost. Don't complain about inflation. Don't complain about sheesh, I was never given an opportunity. I didn't grow. If you want to be bloody competitive, if you want to enjoy the best things in life, you got to slog your ass out. Got to completely slog it off, not out. Like I told you, I've given this example. A rank holder, a student who's studying for exam, he is second or third. He wants to get number one. He has to not only study, work harder and smarter than before, he has to also keep in mind there's another guy who is below me who wants to get more than me. And the guy who got number one will be keeping an eye on me, so he'll work even harder. So in the end, what do? It's like a boxing match, only one winner. So if I do 10 push-ups, maybe he's doing 15. If I'm training with 80% intensity, maybe he's doing 90%. If I do with a semi-best, world's best coach, semi-best, he maybe will go for the world's best. Why do you think people, like you have this Tyson Fury and Usyk boxing match, okay, which got called off? Why do you think these athletes sleep on time, eat clean, have a nutritional coach, physiotherapist coach, boxing coach, strength and conditioning coach, lifestyle coach, hypnosis coach, every single possible trainer? Why they have the world's best? Why do they discipline themselves? Why they are not smoking, drinking, living? See, Tyson Fury may show that he's flabby enough, but he's very disciplined. You cannot achieve just by pure talent. You have to slog your ass off. So I told my client, this is it. I put it out to him and I told him, if you want to move forward, new friends, new relationships, new contacts, new habits. But if you're going to go back, even if it's for one day, your competition will overtake you. And remember this one, when you go meet old friends, they're not looking for one-off thing. And especially with him, he made it very clear, I want things to be like before. So things like before means I want you to spend time like before. I want you to be there for me like before. I want you to be how you were like before. He's not going to accept the new guy. And if someone doesn't add value to your goal, means he takes away value. So I told him what he had to know. Whether he decides to go back to him or not, that is his life, his problem. But this is what I told him. So you tell me if I'm right or wrong. Because remember, like they say, insanity is doing the same thing and expecting different results. If you want to grow, you need to have better habits, better manners, more effective. But if you go back to where you started, then don't blame anyone. If someone else takes your post, your position. Because remember, we live in a competitive world, a very competitive world. And there's someone out there who is targeting your company, your position, your success, and there's only one opportunity. That's why. Why do you think I don't waste time going for all this? Because I don't take life for granted. The world is changing. Expenses are growing. Competition is coming. Either I'm the even my YouTube videos, either you can see mine or somebody else. You can't see 2, 3 videos at the same time, right? You have to choose one. So that's life. Anyway, you let me know your thoughts. You agree, disagree? And I definitely would like to know your point of view. Anyway, you guys take care. As usual, your controversial personal branding strategist, me, signing off.